Dear brothers and sisters on the path, today, let us pause for a moment. Let us put down the weight we have been carrying in our minds, the comparisons, the regrets, the silent pressure to become someone else. The Buddha once taught that suffering does not come only from pain, loss, or hardship. Often, suffering comes from wanting life to be different from what it already is. We look at others and think, why is their life easier than mine? Why do they receive love, success, or luck while I struggle? Why do my efforts not bring the same results? These thoughts are very human, but if we are not careful, they quietly steal our peace. Today's teaching is not about escaping reality. It is about learning to live wisely within it, to appreciate what we have, to learn from what we have been through, and to free ourselves from greed, jealousy, and endless comparison. 1. Understanding contentment. In Buddhist teaching, contentment does not mean laziness, resignation, or giving up on growth. Contentment means knowing when enough is enough. The Buddha said that a person who knows contentment is rich, even if they own very little. And a person who does not know contentment remains poor, even if they own the whole world. Look at modern society today. Many people have more money than before, more technology, more comfort, yet they feel more anxious, more dissatisfied, and more restless. Why? Because the mind keeps asking for more approval, more success, more attention, more happiness as defined by others. Contentment begins when we stop asking what else is missing and start asking what is already here. Learning to appreciate what we have. Appreciation is a form of wisdom. When we wake up in the morning, do we notice that we are breathing freely? Do we notice that our body still carries us through the day? Do we notice that we still have the ability to learn, to change, to begin again? Many people only value these things after they lose them. In society, we often hear people say, "I will be happy when I get that job. I will be at peace when I earn more money. I will feel worthy when others recognize me." But happiness postponed is often happiness denied. The Buddha encouraged people to see clearly. This moment, as imperfect as it may be, is still a living moment, and a living moment is already precious. Gratitude does not erase hardship, it changes how we carry it. Making peace with the past, good and bad experiences. Many people suffer not because of what is happening now, but because of what has already happened. Regret, shame, painful memories, failed relationships, missed opportunities. We repeat them repeatedly in our minds, as if punishing ourselves somehow changes the past. The Buddha taught that experience itself is not the enemy, clinging is. Every experience, good or bad, carries a lesson. But when we cling to the story, we miss the wisdom. If something good happened, it teaches you joy, connection, or confidence. If something painful happened, it taught you resilience, boundaries, or self-awareness. No experience is wasted unless we refuse to learn from it. In real life, many people who appear successful today have walked through deep failure, rejection, or loss, quietly, unseen. The difference is not that they avoided pain, it is that they did not let pain define their worth. 4. Letting go of greed. Greed is not only about money. Greed is wanting more attention than we need, wanting validation at all costs, wanting to be seen as better than others. In education, careers, and social life, greed often disguises itself as ambition. But ambition without wisdom becomes exhaustion. The Buddha warned that greed is like drinking salt water. The more you drink, the thirstier you become. In today's world, social media intensifies this problem. We see highlights of other people's lives, but not their struggles. We compare our behind the scenes to someone else's best moments. 5. Understanding envy and jealousy. Envy arises when we see others receiving good things and feel diminished by it. But let us reflect carefully. Another person's happiness does not steal yours. Another person's success does not cancel your potential. Life is not a single road where only one person can walk at a time. It is a vast field with many paths. In Buddhist teaching, envy is a form of suffering because it ties our peace to external conditions we cannot control. Instead of asking, "Why them, not me?" we can gently ask, "What can I learn from their journey?" And sometimes the lesson is simply this: everyone carries unseen burdens. This comparison feeds dissatisfaction and self-doubt. True freedom begins when we stop measuring our value using someone else's ruler. 6. Education of the heart, not only the mind. Education is not only about collecting information. It is about cultivating wisdom, compassion, and clarity. A well-educated mind without a peaceful heart can still be very unhappy. The Buddha emphasized inner education, understanding impermanence, understanding suffering, understanding non-attachment. When we truly understand that everything changes, we stop clinging so tightly. When we understand that everyone suffers in different ways, we become less judgmental. When we understand that nothing truly belongs to us forever, we learn to cherish without possessing. 7. Living in society with balance. We do not live in caves or forests anymore. We live in busy societies with responsibilities, expectations, and pressure. The Buddha never asked people to abandon society completely. He taught them to live wisely within it. This means working without losing our humanity, earning without losing our ethics, striving without losing our peace. Content does not stop progress. It protects us from burnout and bitterness. Dear brothers and sisters, peace does not come from having everything. Peace comes from needing less and understanding more. You are not behind in life. You are not inferior because your journey looks different. You are not failing because your lessons are harder. Learn to bow to what you have. Learn to respect what you have endured. Learn to release what poisons your heart. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. May you learn to rejoice in your own life. May you walk your path with dignity and patience. May you be free from greed, envy, and needless suffering. 8. The illusion of comparison in modern life. Dear brothers and sisters, one of the greatest challenges of our time is comparison. In the past, people compared themselves only with those nearby, neighbors, relatives, or coworkers. Today, through screens and social media, we compare ourselves with thousands of lives we do not truly know. We see success without struggle, happiness without hardship, beauty without imperfection. And slowly, without realizing it, the mind begins to whisper, "I am not enough. My life is smaller. My efforts are invisible." The Buddha taught that comparison is rooted in ignorance. Ignorance of impermanence and ignorance of reality. What we see is never the whole truth. Every person you admire has faced confusion, fear, and doubt. They simply do not post it. When we compare ourselves unfairly, we create suffering where none is needed. 9. knowing your own pace and path. In Buddhist teaching, each being walks their own path according to causes and conditions. Some people bloom early, some bloom later, some bloom quietly. A flower does not compete with another flower. It blooms when its conditions are right. Yet, as humans, we rush ourselves. We feel ashamed for not reaching milestones at the right age. We feel anxious when our life does not match society's timeline. But wisdom teaches us, growth is not a race. Your pace is not wrong. Your journey is not inferior. Your timing is not a mistake. When you understand this deeply, you stop fighting yourself.
10. Turning struggles into teachers. Many people ask, why is my life so hard? But the Buddha encouraged a different question. What is this hardship teaching me? Pain can either harden the heart or deepen wisdom. The difference lies in awareness. In real life, people who have suffered deeply often develop stronger compassion, deeper understanding, clearer priorities. Struggle strips away illusions. It shows us what truly matters. Instead of asking life to be easier, we can ask ourselves to become wiser. Letting go of resentment and self-blame. Another hidden source of suffering is resentment toward others or toward ourselves. We resent people who hurt us. We resent ourselves for past mistakes. But resentment is like holding a burning coal, hoping someone else will feel the pain. The Buddha taught forgiveness, not as an excuse for harm, but as a gift to the one who forgives. Forgiving does not mean forgetting, it means releasing the grip of the past. When we forgive ourselves, we acknowledge that we were doing the best we could with the awareness we had at that time. Growth means learning, not punishing. Redefining success through wisdom. Society often defines success as wealth, status, and recognition, but the Buddha offered a quieter definition. Success is sleeping with a peaceful mind, living without harming others, being content with little, and having clarity in the heart. Many people chase success externally while feeling empty internally. True success is not how high you climb, but how lightly you walk. 13. Simplicity as a source of freedom. Simplicity is not poverty. It is clarity. When we simplify our desires, we simplify our suffering. Ask yourself, do I want this because I truly need it, or because I want to impress others? Does this bring peace or more anxiety? The Buddha taught that reducing unnecessary desires creates space for joy. A simple life allows the heart to breathe. 14. Learning to rejoice in others' happiness. One of the most powerful teachings in Buddhism is mudita, sympathetic joy. It means learning to feel happiness when others experience happiness. This practice directly heals envy. When we rejoice in others, we free ourselves from comparison. Their joy does not threaten us. It reminds us that joy is possible. This shift transforms the heart from scarcity to abundance. 15. Daily practice of contentment. Contentment is not a one-time realization. It is daily practice. Each day, we can gently reflect, what is enough for today? What can I appreciate right now? What can I let go of? Small reflections create deep transformation over time. Peace is built moment by moment. Dear brothers and sisters, life does not ask us to be perfect. It asks us to be awake. Awake to our thoughts. Awake to our desires.
awake to the silent suffering we carry. When we stop comparing, stop clinging, and stop judging ourselves harshly, we discovered that peace was never far away. It was waiting for understanding. 16. Understanding non-attachment. Dear brothers and sisters, when people hear the word non-attachment, they often misunderstand it. They think it means not caring, being cold, avoiding responsibility. But the Buddha never taught indifference. Non-attachment means loving without clinging, caring without controlling, and participating in life without being trapped by it.
We still work, we still love, we still dream, but we no longer believe that our worth depends on outcomes. This understanding brings deep inner freedom. 17. Why clinging creates suffering. Clinging is the root of anxiety. We cling to relationships that have changed, identities that no longer fit us, expectations that reality cannot fulfill. When life moves in a different direction, we feel betrayed. But life is not betraying us, it is reminding us of impermanence. The Buddha taught that everything that arises will pass away. When we cling to what is temporary, we suffer unnecessarily. Freedom begins when we allow change instead of fighting it. 18. Living fully without possession. In modern society, people often confuse ownership with security. We say, "This is my success. This is my failure. This is my reputation." But the Buddha gently asked, can you truly own something that changes every moment? When we stop trying to possess life, we begin to experience it more deeply. Joy becomes lighter. Pain becomes more bearable. Fear loses its power. 19. Emotional balance in a competitive world. Today's world rewards speed, comparison, and visibility. This creates pressure, especially for young people. Many feel they must always perform, prove, compete. But the Buddha reminded us, inner balance is more valuable than external victory. A calm mind sees clearly. A restless mind creates confusion. You do not need to win every argument. You do not need to be admired by everyone. You do not need to rush your life. Peace is not laziness, it is intelligence. 20. Working without losing the heart. The Buddha never discouraged right effort. He taught right livelihood, work that does not harm oneself or others. We can be diligent without becoming consumed. We can be successful without becoming arrogant. Ask yourself, does my work align with my values? Does it nourish my life or drain it completely? When work becomes our identity, failure feels like death. When work is seen as service, we remain grounded. 21. Relationships without attachment. Much suffering comes from relationships, not because of love, but because of attachment. We expect others to complete us, heal us, never change. But this is an impossible burden. The Buddha taught loving kindness without possession. Love is not ownership. Love is presence. When we allow others to be who they are, we reduce conflict and deepen connection. 22. Solitude and silence as teachers. In a noisy world, silence becomes rare. Yet silence is where wisdom grows. The Buddha often encouraged moments of solitude, not to escape people, but to understand the mind. When we sit quietly, we begin to notice how restless our thoughts are. How often do we chase distraction?
Silence reveals truth. Even a few minutes a day can restore clarity. 23. Trusting life without blind faith. Trust does not mean pretending everything will be easy. Trust means understanding that whatever arises can be met with awareness. The Buddha did not promise a painless life. He offered a path through pain. When we trust the process of growth, we stop resisting reality. Resistance multiplies suffering. Acceptance transforms it.
24. Teaching by living, not preaching. The strongest teaching is example. When others see your calm in difficulty, your humility in success, your kindness in conflict, they learn without words. The Buddha's life itself was his teaching. Education is not only spoken, it is embodied. Dear brothers and sisters, freedom does not come from controlling life. It comes from understanding it. When we loosen our grip, life flows more naturally. You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to choose peace. Non-attachment is not loss. It is liberation.
25. Bringing the teachings into daily life. Dear brothers and sisters, the true value of the Buddha's teachings is not found in books or words alone. It is found in how we live ordinary days. Wisdom is tested not in meditation halls, but in traffic, at work, in family conversations, and in moments when things do not go our way. When someone speaks harshly to us, can we pause before reacting? When plans fail, can we accept without collapsing inwardly? When life feels unfair, can we remain gentle with ourselves? These moments are our real classroom. 26. Mindfulness as daily education. Mindfulness is not complicated. It is simply remembering to be present. When you eat, know that you are eating. When you walk, know that you are walking. When you feel sadness, know that sadness is present without judging it.
The Buddha taught that awareness transforms experience. A mind that is present reacts less, understands more, suffers less. You do not need hours of practice. Even a few conscious breaths can return you to yourself. 27. Accepting life's uncertainty. Many people suffer because they want certainty in a world that constantly changes. We want guarantees, guaranteed success, guaranteed love, guaranteed security. But the Buddha taught impermanence not to frighten us, but to free us. When we accept uncertainty, we stop fighting reality. Life becomes lighter when we stop demanding that it stay the same.
28. Cultivating compassion for yourself. Self-compassion is often overlooked. We speak kindly to others, yet harshly to ourselves. We say, I should be better. I should be further ahead. I should not feel this way. But the Buddha taught compassion without exception, including toward oneself. You are learning. You are growing. You are allowed to be imperfect. A gentle heart heals faster than a critical one. 29. Responding to suffering with wisdom. Suffering will arise. This is not failure. The difference lies in how we respond. Do we react with anger, with blame, with escape? Or do we respond with curiosity and patience? The Buddha taught that pain is unavoidable, but suffering is optional, shaped by our response. Wise response transforms pain into insight.
30. Living without fear of falling behind. In society, many people fear being left behind. But life is not a single line moving forward. It is a landscape of many paths.
Some people reach goals early and feel empty later. Some struggle early and find peace later. The Buddha did not teach comparison. He taught liberation. You are not late. You are not early. You are exactly where learning is possible. 31. Teaching the next generation by example. Education is passed not only through words, but through behavior. Children and young people learn more from how we handle stress, how we speak about others, how we treat failure. If we want a wiser society, we must embody wisdom ourselves. A calm adult teaches more than 1,000 instructions. 32. The quiet power of letting go. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means trusting life enough to loosen our grip. When we let go of excessive expectations, constant comparison, rigid identities, we make space for peace. The Buddha described liberation as a mind that no longer burns. 33. Happiness without conditions. Conditional happiness says, "I will be happy when." The Buddha offered unconditional peace, a peace not dependent on success or praise. This peace comes from understanding, not possession. It is quiet, stable, and deeply nourishing. 34. Walking the middle way. The Buddha taught the middle way, neither indulgence nor self-denial. In modern life, this means enjoying without addiction, striving without obsession, resting without guilt. Balance is wisdom in motion. Final teaching. Becoming a refuge for yourself. In his final teachings, the Buddha reminded his followers, "Be a refuge unto yourselves." This does not mean isolation, it means inner stability. When the world is uncertain, you can return to awareness. When others disappoint you, you can return to compassion. When life feels heavy, you can return to simplicity. You carry the path within you. Dear brothers and sisters, may you learn to walk gently through life. May you appreciate what you have and respect what you have endured. May you release greed, envy, and unnecessary suffering. May you grow in wisdom without losing kindness. May you find peace not by escaping the world, but by understanding it. This is the education that frees the heart. This is the path the Buddha pointed toward. May you walk it with patience and clarity. May you be well. May you be at peace.